Hey, what is happening, guys? Luke Wayne here. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. And as always, remember high hopes and low expectations. As always, please subscribe for more news updates on this game. And as also, it helps a small channel out. But without further ado, let's get down to business. I'm very excited today because we are covering the Gotham Knights website after I've been busy with school and my trailer analysis and my gameplay analysis and my reaction videos. I can finally get around to this brand new news of this official Gotham Knights website. Boys, we made it. The final stretch. After all the work, after all the years waiting for this Batman game, and all the months I've been running this channel, actively waiting for this Batman game, and all the fake websites and phony IP addresses, just like this is the real deal. This is the official website. It went live right when the trailer went live, and this website actually has quite a bit of surprisingly new information that I've not found anywhere else. So I think you guys will enjoy this video because it's a little insightful for us hardcore Batman fans that want to know every detail about this game. So without further ado, again, let's get right into it. So you go right down here. Of course, you can email, and then you can type in your email, and then they'll send you an update on when the website is updated, just like with the Begins Montreal website, which I am almost sure that hasn't been updated, right? Because yep, page not found. They still haven't updated the Devil Games Montreal website. It hasn't been updated for since September of last year. So still waiting on that makeover. But anyways, here's our excellent description of the game, which mentions quite a few new details. Batman is dead. I love that sentence. A new expansive criminal underworld has swept through the streets of Gotham City. It is now up to the Bat family, Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin to protect Gotham and bring hope to its citizens, discipline to its cops, and fear to the criminals. Let's read this again for a second. Protect Gotham, bring hope into its citizens. I think that's actually a very important part. I don't think it means there's going to be like a hero and menace system in this game like there was in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 or whatever that was called. But I do think that like throughout the story, like there is going to be some kind of like how in Ghost of I'm going to be comparing it to Ghost of Tsushima because I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima a lot in this video. I'm sorry, but in Ghost of Tsushima, you have your legend growing. What your the island grows, and citizens of the island of Tsushima react to you differently depending on how far you are in the story. I think it's going to be something like that. Discipline to its cops. This is very important. As we saw in my trailer analysis video, please go check that out. The cops haven't been infiltrated by the Court of Owls. The cops are dirty. The cops are crooked. The cops don't trust the Bat family since Jim died, and they're just dirty, crooked cops. They just don't trust the Bat family. And like a year ago, they were confirmed to be in the game when the Begins Montreal teased the GCPD logo. So I think they are going to be an enemy faction with like a nemesis system. I think we are going to fight cops in this game, and I think we are going to hopefully by the end of the game develop a good relationship with them. And fear into its criminals. That's very interesting. I'll get back to that later. It's somewhere else. Some more information on that later. I'll get back to that. From solving mysteries that connect to the darkest chapters in the city's history, Court of Owls, to defending to defeating notorious villains in epic confrontations, you must evolve into the Dark Knight. Evolve into the new Dark Knight. Excuse me, I'm very tired, and save the streets from a descent into chaos, which I think is just cool. It's a cool description. Not too much information there, just typical story stuff. Gotham Knights is an open world action RPG. I'll get back to that in a second. Set in the most dynamic and interactive Gotham City yet. You know what? Actually, no, let's get back to this now. Open world action RPG. Please go watch my gameplay analysis video I did yesterday where I go deep dive. Can't remember where it is exactly in the video, but I think like halfway through I deep dive into why being an RPG is a good thing. I think RPGs have been given a bad name because of franchises like Assassin's Creed, which flood it with microtransactions. But again, I'm sorry for comparing it to Ghost of Tsushima, but Ghost of Tsushima is an RPG, an example of a really freaking good RPG where they've been given a bad name. But RPGs are good in the sense to where you get to customize your character, your outfit, your abilities. And this RPG, Patrick Wrighton has said, it will affect your stats, but enemies upgrade with you. So it's not going to be level gating. It's not going to be like, oh, you want to fight Mr. Freeze? Well, if you're not above level 30, then he can kill you in one hit. It's not going to be like that. You can beat the entire game on level 1 and still have a fun time. But if you do upgrade, enemies upgrade with you. So you're not going to be overpowered. You're not going to be underpowered. You're going to be balanced. It's going to be challenging in just the right amount of ways, and it will be fun. And basically, upgrading only improves how many moves you can do, how much variety you have in your combat skills, and all that stuff. So upgrading doesn't affect too much outside of what makes the game fun. And the most dynamic and interactive Gotham City yet. Oh, you know what? Good segue. Let's pause the video now, and I'll get back to you guys. One more thing I have to mention about the RPG. It never says games as a service. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically a games as a service is like Avengers, where they're constantly adding new content that is both free and costs money. So we don't have to worry about the game being flooded with like extra pricey, like egregious DLC charges. It's not going to be games as a service. There's not going to be too many harmful microtransactions that will harm the overall enjoyment of the game. Not that I think of, anyways. I think there will be DLC. I think there will be pre-order bonuses. Every single Arkham game has had some sort of DLC or pre-order bonus. I think we will get extra characters because every single Arkham game has had some sort of bonus character. But I don't think it's going to be to the point as the games as a service, which I think is a good thing. Anyways, also another thing I forgot to mention: if you actually want, when you watch the trailer and ask you to enter your age, if you do anything lower than 18, it won't actually. Oh, well, never mind. I'm an idiot. What? Did they just rate the game? I'm sorry, I swear to God, I'm not lying. 2 days ago, I tried putting in my age. I was on at 16. It said I was too young to watch the trailer, so I thought maybe they might have been going for an M rating, or they might have not had the game rated yet, so they could have just been. That's weird. Okay, never mind. Oh, it might have just saved my cookies from last time when I lied and said I was 18. Whatever. Anyways, back to the point. My dynamic and interesting Gotham City and interactive Gotham City yet neither solo player with one other hero. Okay, this is a lot of information, actually. Most dynamic and interesting Gotham City yet. That is amazing. Ghost of Tsushima, I'm sorry, but think about that, how good and how vast the open world is. All the Arkham games have, in my opinion, good environments. I love Arkham Asylum's environment, definitely. Arkham City was amazing. Arkham Knight had really good environmental detail. Arkham Origins was not as good, but all the Arkham games have had good open worlds and environments, but none of them had a lot of content to fill those environments with and a lot of interaction besides regular trophies, which was really tedious. So I think that they're really going to be focused on a populated city and how citizens react to you and just stuff like that, which I think is really good news. And I firmly believe this will be the best open world in any Batman game ever. It will be the largest one, definitely, because it's the newest. All the Arkham games have larger open worlds, and it will be interactive. And either solo play or with one other hero, so it's not going to be a multiplayer extravaganza where you have to be like Avengers, where you have to have 4 people to play or have 3 crappy companions. So you're going to have to wait in a lobby for 5 minutes waiting for someone to join. No, no, no. It's drop in, drop out gameplay. You can play the entire game solo and you'll have a fun time, or you can have one other guy play with you, just casually drop in whenever they want and drop out whenever they want, and no big deal, an afterthought, and it just overall adds to your experience of the game. So this would be just like any other Arkham game with the added afterthought of just, hey, Robin can play with you as your sidekick, cool. Patrol Gotham's 5 districts, I'm sorry, my brain, boroughs. I'm sorry, I'm automatically folded in districts because their other Arkham games had districts. This is very interesting. In my personal fan theory, there are only 4 characters, and I think this game has. I don't know, this doesn't mean anything, but one small detail, I think that this kind of means that we'll be able to play as Batman before the game is over. Because I feel like from the first gameplay trailer, it wasn't really showing off too much of the map. If you actually went down and watched the trailer, you see all like the events in the trailer are all like centered around the Belfry. So I don't think in the original trailer, I don't think they went too far out into the map. What I'm trying to say is I think the rest of the map will be kind of a later game story. I can't put my thoughts into words, but the first half of the story will mainly take place in like the first half of the map. And as you progress through the story, you unlock more of the map is what I'm trying to say. And I think Bruce will be the last district when you get to play as Bruce. I don't know. It's a weird fan theory I just had. I'm sorry. I drop in on criminal activity wherever you find it. Jesus Christ, I cannot talk today. Interesting, dynamic and interactive. Criminal activity wherever you find it. This is good. We see the criminal activity, the random crime or crime in progress thing is back from Arkham Origins. It's going to be a living, breathing Gotham City. We saw in the trailer Batgirl was taking on people in alleyways. We saw in the trailer Tim was taking down people on rooftops. So we're going to have citizens in the streets and crime in alleyways and on rooftops, which is going to be amazing. This is going to be the best open world we've ever had in any Batman game ever. It's going to have the best multiplayer feature we have ever had in any Batman game ever. It is going to be one of the best stories we've ever had because Scott Snyder himself said he thought it was good, and it's going to be a long story, which I think is amazing. And of course, the Court of Owls are also in it, and Patrick Redding said the story goes much deeper than just Court of Owls, which I think is very interesting. Like, what goes deeper than the Court of Owls? Like League of Assassins, GCPD, corruption. Like, oh man, this story is about to have some twists and turns. Your legacy begins now. step into the night. I'll finish up with one more screen recording in a second here. Just some character bios that I will read out really quick. Alright, so picking up where I left off, I just want to drive home again. This map is going to be insane, interactive, 5 distinct districts. My god, that's going to be amazing to play as. And these are just character bios. They're pretty simple. Most of them is just blah blah blah. We already know. It does confirm that Jason Todd was brought back to life by Rachel Gould, and again, this is a reboot for Arkham. And it does say, sadly, all you Red Hood fans, he will be non-lethal in this game after reconciling, or whatever, with the Bat family, has embraced the Batman's non-lethal combat methods. So yeah, there you go. His guns like shoot tasers and rubber bullets instead of actual bullets, which is, and you guys can pause the video and read this if you want to, obviously. And Tim Drake, actually, he is an expert in what I'd say, like behavioral science and psychology, and yeah, psychological warfare and behavioral science, such stage one to accomplish any mission, and yeah, just typical Robin stuff. And then we go down here. Batgirl is basically the tech IT department with the Bat family. She is good and skilled with the computers as well as combat, highly trained in a variety of fighting styles. That's good. And she also was paralyzed in this universe, as I mentioned in my trailer analysis video. But she has, through physical therapy, learned to walk again, which is amazing. And then, of course, my boy Dick Grayson, Nightwing, a natural leader, an optimist, and the most charismatic of the Bat family. This is just. Wait, did they say Batman family instead of Bat family? That's weird. Anyways, it's just acrobatics, typical stuff. This is all really interesting. It's all cool stuff. And these are not the only 4 characters in the game. As always, Batman games have always had pre-order bonus characters and extra characters. And I still think that Bruce will be a part of the main game. I still think that he will have gameplay. He's just too marketable. He'll be in the game, at least at some capacity, for us to play as, at the very least, a DLC character. Even if they lock him behind the paywall, they have to put him in the game. I mean, come on. You can't make a Bat family game without Batman. He's in the name. I know Batman's become more of like a legacy now than a character, but just come on. And then of course we have PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC. Woo! Everyone will be able to play this game and enjoy it. I recommend getting it on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X just for that next generation experience. Make sure your PC is up to specs because we really don't want to be dragged down by like slow load times and everything in this game. But of course, we don't have money. I'm not telling you how to spend your money. If you think there are more important things to spend your money on, there you go. I'm just saying as a suggestion if you want the best experience with this game, and if you do have money to spare without putting yourself in any sort of financial trouble, then I think the next generation console is the way to play this game. And of course, the gameplay that I did analysis on yesterday. And then we have some beautiful screenshots here of just a Red Hood, Robin, Batgirl, and my boy Nightwing, GCN. I love that GCN shot in the background when he's on the motorcycle. But I'm really excited for this, guys. What about you? Do you think it's, I don't know. I almost said you think this is good news. You think it's bad news? Because what I always ask in my news videos. But honestly, I don't know how you couldn't think this is good news. I've explained to you guys why the RPG elements will be played to this game's strength. It's not its weaknesses. Even if you don't like RPGs, you do have to acknowledge it's not as bad as it could be. And I think this would be a good game. It will have the best open world in any Batman game. I can say that with confidence. I think so from what we've seen so far. And we haven't seen that much. But the way the developers are describing this game, I think will be amazing. And I think the gameplay will be amazing. The characters will have differentiated gameplay. Obviously, Red Hood uses guns, Robin can go invisible and teleport, Nightwing uses his eskrima sticks, and Batgirl does hand-to-hand combat. So they will all have different fighting styles. I just think it'll be an amazing game. And as always, if you watched this far in the video, then please subscribe. I'd appreciate it, and you really enjoy my content. So please subscribe, like the video. That's the least you can do to help me out, helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, also my videos have been getting a lot less views lately. So I wanted to know did some of you guys just start school this week? Like this week, my video analytics went down. Like, should I be uploading videos later in the day so you guys can view them later? Because I'm uploading them early morning now, and all of a sudden, like this week, all like boom, Thanos snapped, my videos get like less than half the amount of views. So I don't know if that's something to do with the time of day I'm uploading. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Stay awesome, y'all. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one, and peace.